All right, in this video, we're gonna go over 5 different bioenergetic exercises on opening up our throats to express ourselves more fully. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this area right here, taking away a lot of the constrictions. And this will be great before a presentation, if that's something you wanna do, or if you feel that you have constrictions in your throat. Maybe you have a low voice, or maybe you feel unconfident going out and speaking in public. And when you have something to say, you feel these constrictions that come from chronic muscular tensions. And all of these come from traumatic experiences. I'm not sure what your specific traumatic experience is or mine. Maybe you were psychologically choked by your parents telling you to shut up. You know, like you're not allowed to speak. You're supposed to be seen and not heard. There's even cases that parents have actually choked their kids out, and now they've grown up and they talk very lowly, and they seem like the shy kid that has nothing to say, or when they do speak, they don't actually say anything loudly or confidently. And maybe they go to counseling, they go to like CBT training or something like that, and they go to assertive training, assertiveness, and all this stuff, but they never really work on the actual muscular tensions that are here, and it really doesn't help them. So for this video, let's do 5 different exercises that will help us to release a lot of the tension that we have in our throats. So the first one we're going to go into is grunting with our throats. And this is going to be to start moving the throat and creating vibrations. We're going to do it for just 1 minute, and it's going to be similar to this. Okay? But you want it to come from your throat, and you want to make sure that you're feeling it in your throat. Don't make it come from the belly, okay? This isn't a scream, it's not a letting out. You're really focusing on making the vibration happen in your throat. All right, so let's get started. You may gag, you may have just have your own experience. Because of the constriction, sometimes we're gonna be gagging. Those gaggings help to release a lot of those tensions. So if that's happening to you a lot too, that's because you have those tensions, and that's good. You can do a little bit more of that. Take a moment to breathe after you do it. I can already tell there's a lot of little breaking up of tension all around here, the throat, and even a little bit lower into the chest area by letting it come out that way. And also the gag reflex that's happening normally, that's really allowing a lot of vibration and a lot of tension to be released. The next one is going to be very similar, but we're going to do something a little bit extra in order to make sure that we're focusing on our throats and also making sure we move that area. So there's different places that we're going to touch as we're doing our grunting. We're going to, not tough, not hard, right? So we're going to just softly start massaging all around underneath our jaw, like really underneath our jaw into our necks, and then going down into the throat also, and seeing what happens. Have your experience. Whatever happens. Whatever sounds come out, comes out. And allow that to happen and breathe through it. That's basically it. So another minute of doing it, the grunting, but now we're going to be doing the massaging also. All right, so let's get started. You may want to stick out your tongue too. I think that's all I can do right now, and it's gonna feel uncomfortable. I should have said that right from the start. The whole thing is gonna be uncomfortable because you're releasing a lot of that tension that's been there for a long time. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel great at all. But then you're opening it up and your voice is gonna start coming out more naturally. So really does help. The other one is gonna be very similar. You may have some gagging, but maybe not as much. Take it slow. What we're gonna do is inhale and exhale with noise. The inhale may be a little bit different. Maybe it'll be a little different for you at first. So obviously an exhale, try to focus on the throat. But then the inhale, you gotta make noise and have vibrations happening. Like that. All right, so let's do it for a minute now. Don't be scared of them. Those natural screams that come out. That's where a lot of the release is happening. Oh man. All right, that's enough for me too for right now. I don't know if it was a minute. Do what you can. Woo! And just experience it. Let's take a little bit of time of breathing right now. Oh, just normal breathing. Wow. Yeah, that really feels uncomfortable, and it's okay that it does. The next part is going to be maybe even more uncomfortable because we're going to be focusing on the gag reflex. And now, obviously, if you have a history with a bulimia or doing this stuff, then don't do this one. But for anyone else, the next two are going to be very weird. The last one is going to be super weird, but if you try it, you're gonna get a lot of benefit from it. But this one, we're gonna do it a few times, and if you just ate, don't do this. But if you haven't eaten yet, then you can do this pretty comfortably. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick our fingers down into our mouth, near our throat, and promote the gag reflex. Okay, so you breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Really opening up a lot of the muscles inside here, the inner tube. Breathe out. It's a sound we don't make very often, but it has a lot of vibration inside. Breathe in, breathe out. Feels uncomfortable, but it's opening it up, so let's do it again. Alright, I think that's it for me. The last one I'm not going to do, but this one I was told by my bioenergetic therapist in the morning, what you can do is drink a lot of water, hyperhydrate, and make sure the only thing you have in your stomach is water. And in the morning, you go, after you drink this water, to your bathroom and you do your gag reflex over the sink and allow yourself to actually throw up a little bit. You're gonna vomit a little bit by doing the gag reflex. And the only thing that's gonna come out is water, so it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be affecting yourself inside. There's not gonna be acid coming up and all that stuff. Very strange for a lot of people, but if you do it consistently, it really does open up your throat and all these muscles that are constricted. So this is using bioenergetics to open up those inner muscles of your throat and even a little bit lower. That does not normally get opened because we don't really have that much conscious control of it. So by doing this, it allows the motility to happen and for us to find our voice, or basically just open our throat so that we can speak more fully and without so much constriction. So I hope this video helped for anyone who has chronic tensions. I know I can tell that I did too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.
You can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you could be a master, don't wait for luck.